So your question makes me think of the proverb, "May you live in interesting times," and it's we certainly always seem to live in interesting times in the vaping world as far back as I can remember. If you'd asked me a few months ago, I would have said it was the swap to stop scheme, which actually was incredibly positive for vaping, involving the government putting vape devices into the hands of 1 million smokers. And I think it's positive not just because it is giving more people the opportunity to switch to vaping, but also because it is demonstrating that the government realizes how much less harmful vaping is than smoking traditional cigarettes. But then after that, we had a new government consultation come up, and some of the proposals really made me realize that the people who are creating the regulations and who are consulting on the regulations don't understand the nuances of the problems we are dealing with. So just to give a couple of examples, the first one is vape taxes. Research clearly shows that vape taxes reduces vaping and increases smoking rates. But it also demonstrated a lack of understanding of the vape market. So, for example, people are saying that disposable vapes are the cheapest way to vape, and in fact, they're actually the most expensive way to vape. And we've seen people comparing the cost of disposable vapes to smoking, and saying they're a lot cheaper than smoking cigarettes. That's not the case really, when you consider that most people are not smoking tobacco cigarettes; they're smoking rolling tobacco, and a lot of the people the government is concerned about, the children, they won't buy legal rolling tobacco. A lot of them will buy illegal rolling tobacco. And also, I think in terms of the suggested flavor restrictions. So people are seeing this as looking at it through the lens of like a pharmaceutical aid or a medicine. They think that this is a product, it delivers nicotine, it gets people off smoking, that's all we need to do. Whereas people who've been in the industry for a long time, as well as I think most vapers, understand that flavor is really important, and having that one flavor that you can fall in love with can really help you make the transition from smoking to vaping. And that's backed up by the science, so in areas where outside the UK where there have been restrictions put in place on flavor, again, we've seen an increase in smoking rates and a decrease in vaping rates or vaping uptake. So I mean, that's just two examples, but it's quite concerning that the intricacies of what is quite a complicated subject is not really understood by people who want to put regulations in place. My Christmas wish is really for sensible regulations that gives confidence to consumers. That's always my Christmas wish. But at the same time, this year, I'm really hoping we see what I'd like to see is enforcement of existing regulations. Because I think what's happening is the government is ploughing in with new regulations before it's given a chance to see if existing regulations work. So we've got lots of regulations to prevent youth use and to ensure that people are vaping the safest liquid possible, but these aren't being enforced. And it's also putting reputable businesses at a big disadvantage. So that's what I'm hoping for.